What is going on? There is one side of this that has you completely frozen. The other side is you. Oh, now you are there. Okay, that was special. Now you're looking normal.
Jeremy,
Sorry, I had to take. I'm in a restaurant or whatever it is back here.
looks like an office.
It could be an office. I don't
I
know.
don't think that they use like desk chairs in a communal setting for restaurants with fluorescent lighting.
This is like a new restaurant where they do those things.
Like work?
Yeah, it's a working lunch. That's what it's called. A working lunch. You go in there, you order your food, you sit at a computer, and you just work.
Do you really though?
That's pretty good, I think. It's a
Uh,
niche that needs to be met. Like I think we're there,
Jeremy,
Bradford.
I think it's a good a time as any. Good a time as any to welcome everybody to the Briggity Bro Bob's big time running podcast. Go
So you're
ahead.
expecting me
Go.
to sing now?
Yeah, now go ahead.
Wait, last time we talked, you were the one who was going to be serenading us.
No, I never said that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
And I was like, oh, we're gonna have dueling intros. You're like, no, it's just gonna be me.
Go ahead. Fire it up.
Have you heard of us? We are the Briggity Bro Bobs. There's a Bradford. Yes, there is. There's a Jeremy Ford. Yes, there is. We're the Briggity Bro Bobs. Guess how big we are? We're big time. We're not small time. We're big time. And we're a running podcast where we talk about running. It's the Briggity Bro Bob's Big Time Running Podcast.
Okay.
That was good.
Let's kick it off, Jeremy.
All right, dude.
Neck deep.
Those guys come straight from the top of my head, right there.
When you did
Silky
this, it
smooth.
reminded me of that dude that looked like mahi mahi fish. Know what I'm talking about?
No.
The pointed head.
What about him? Who has a pointed head?
Some guy that I saw.
So I'm supposed to know this?
Yeah.
I know we talked about it briefly, but like you're acting like I would know what his head looks like and that it looks like a mahi mahi.
Well, yeah, because we talked about it.
But I haven't seen him.
Okay, well, indulge me in your fish fantasies.
I can't claim that I have any fish fantasies. Like, is a mermaid a fish? Half fish. I get behind that.
You know what? This is loosely a running topic, but I told you this story about I'm at the track meet.
Yeah.
And it's regionals, so there's like fans galore, like arguably more fans than at any other meet because it seems like everybody that qualifies for regionals, all of their extended family show up.
Well, why wouldn't they? This is probably as far as they're going to go.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
Most people aren't making it to States, Brad.
So, but my point is, there's a lot of people coming to watch.
Yeah.
And there was this one coach, he was there like terribly late. And
Gotta
he's
get there
sitting
early.
there, he's talking, he's waiting, just kind of yucking it up. Could tell that he was like kind of trying to be the cool guy around. Oh, whoa, bud, whoa, hey, bud.
That's the cool guy, huh?
Yeah, well, trying to be the cool guy is the key feature here.
Gotcha.
And so, if you turned around from where he was sitting, which was the front row, turn all the way around, way up there, not in the bar here. So, but way at the back of the stands, like at the very back of the bleachers, was all the team's tents.
Yeah.
So, in the very back row.
Yeah.
Take a wild guess why they would all be in the back row.
So that they have the best view of the track.
Not where I was going.
It's
How
pretty
about
good though.
how
So
about
they
so
don't
there?
block other people from
Thank you,
viewing the races.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, yeah, I
In
figured as
fact,
much.
I didn't say it myself. I waited for you to say it.
I
So,
appreciate that. You brought me into the fold.
and so this guy then, there's rows of people behind him,
Rose.
literally rows of people, myself included.
Okay.
And he's like, "All right, guys, let's set up the tent in the front row." And he just starts setting up the tent, pulling it apart, and immediately obstructs everybody's view. Now there's a
That's
coach at the back where the tents are supposed to be, and he's like, I wish he called him a dumbass, but he was just like, "Hey, bud," which the fact that he's calling him bud is already pretty demeaning.
yeah, it is.
Hey, bud, tents go all the way at the back. They told us when we got here, put all the tents at the back so there's enough room for people to view. And he goes, no, 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 no. I got I got a memo saying that this is the student section. And the guy goes, then now the opposing coach goes, yeah, it's the student section, so put the tents at the back.
Student, what does that even mean? The student,
And he goes,
like,
no, no, this whole section is for students, and my athletes are students. And he goes, I'm not arguing with you. The OHSAA told everybody, put your tents at the top. And he goes, I'm not arguing with you buffoons. He actually called him a
a
buffoon.
buffoon.
Folds
Wow.
up the tent, and he's just irate. So, mind you, just to recap the story to here with the big point, what did he say?
Yeah.
What did he say to the opposing coach?
Hey, bud.
No, I'm not arguing with you
Oh,
buffoons.
yeah.
And so, as the team's now folding back up the tent, he takes out his phone and starts looking up the memo that he was referencing.
Hmm.
And then he takes that memo and he's like, look at this. Look at this. And he goes, I'm not reading your email. And he goes, no, I want you to see that I'm right. And he goes, I don't give a shit that you're right. Move your tent. He goes, but I want you to see this. He goes, I'm not looking at your email.
Wow.
And
Things are
then,
getting heated.
yeah, yeah. And so then he packs it up. He's like, fine, everybody, we're just leaving. We're obviously not welcome here.
Oh my
So he's
God.
packing up and then he's leaving. And then in
Like
the
they're
most,
just leaving the meet?
he said he was going to set his tent up in the parking lot.
Well,
I'm taking my tent and I'm going home.
going home. You guys who made it to regionals, forget about it.
And so now he's walking. And ironically, as he's walking this way, whoo, I'm walking.
Yeah.
Behind him is the high jump. And it got down to the last four people. So all of the state qualifiers. So the last guy jumps at this exact moment that this guy's making the turn to leave, and everybody starts clapping, and he thinks that we're
uh,
clapping for him to leave, and he just looked mortified. He's like, just absolute, just butthole face.
that was awesome timing, but also awful timing for him.
It was so cool.
What shirt do you have on? You have a rooster. Oh, ooh,
Volcom, Hawaii.
Hawaii. Did I
Yep.
tell you how I spelled Hawaii when I was in fourth grade?
Hold on.
I wrote a story all about going to Hawaii.
Uh huh.
Howie. And my
You didn't even
teacher,
give me a chance. I hate
I
when
know,
people do this. You ask a question.
I didn't have the patience. My teacher didn't understand the story. She's like, "Who is this Howie?
Hungry Howie's.
What is that?"
The pizza.
I don't know pizza. Like Hungry Howie's pizza.
You don't know Hungry Howie's pizza?
No. Is it store bought?
It's a pizza chain, Jeremy.
Well, we don't have them here.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I know we have Vinny's. That's not a national chain. It's local.
I would say look it up, but I'm guessing you're recording on your phone and you have no means to look this up while we're in the middle of a podcast.
And you would be right, my dude. You got to realize I don't have a computer. I've got this. This is my phone,
Jeremy,
dude.
guess,
Brad,
guess where I'm going tomorrow.
Las Vegas.
No. Why would I be going
No,
to Las Vegas?
Los Angeles.
Yes. Did
That's a
we
good
just
guess.
think the same thing?
I think
Is this
so.
another mini truck moment?
Dude, you had me so good with the mini trucks. I did not remember it talking about those at all with you.
You know, honestly, out of nowhere, Levi's like, I'd really like a mini truck. I think those are the coolest things ever.
No, you did not.
I swear to God.
Did he see the mini truck with you when you were driving?
I was never driving a mini truck.
No, I'm saying when you were driving, you said, "Hey, speaking of
I
mini
was never
trucks,
driving a mini truck, Jeremy.
Brad, you saw a mini truck when you were driving your car."
Oh, I thought you were saying I was driving a mini
I
truck.
never said that.
No, you said when you were driving the mini truck?
Yeah, I said when you saw the mini truck when you were driving.
No, you said, did he see you in the mini truck when you were
I
driving?
did not say in the mini truck. The word
Did
in
he
the
see
mini
the
truck
mini
didn't
truck
happen.
when you were driving? That's what you said. Did he see the mini truck when you were driving?
Yes, I
Which
didn't
is
say it or in the.
implying that I am driving said mini truck.
No, it's not. It's
Yes, it is.
implying it's whatever implication you want to make it. It's not implying anything
The
specific. It
implication
was
is
open
done.
ended.
It's over. It's done with. You've put it
It
out
was
there.
open ended.
You said
So,
that I was driving a mini truck.
so did he see the mini truck when you were driving your car?
No.
So he just wants a mini truck. See, he's got good
Yeah,
taste.
he wants, but
That could be his
he wants the Honda mini truck.
dude. That could be his first whip. He's not that far away.
He wants the Honda mini truck though. He said the others are trash.
The Isuzu are the best of the best though, based on what I've watched.
I kind of doubt it. It's basically a rickshaw, the Isuzus.
What do you think the Honda is? The Honda's not the best.
Hondas are cutting edge and elite performance of mini trucks.
According to who?
The minitruckconnoisseur.com.
Oh, that's a place, huh?
Yeah, look it
You're
up.
just gonna. I'm gonna look it up.
Go do it.
He's
Oh
not
yeah,
obviously
you
getting
can.
one from.
Oh
He's
yeah,
not
you
getting
can.
one from Japan.
I
That's
don't
the
know
only
what to
place.
tell you.
That's the only place to get them is from
I don't know
Japan.
what to tell you.
What you're telling me? All you need
Is
to
it
know is that you don't
because
know anything.
why is it only in Japan? Is it
It's
because the
not
roads are
only
small?
Japan. Well, that's part of it. They don't need giant
Congestion.
whips. That and they don't need giant whips.
Is it because they're small people?
Didn't say that, Brad. You're
I'm
racist. You're racist.
I'm just asking. Like it seems odd that you could only buy mini trucks in one part of the country
You
or one
can't.
part of the
That's
world.
like you. I mean, that's where a lot of them come from, and I'm assuming that they come from there and they come over here. You can buy used. You can buy a new. Like, I would get a used one. Make sure it's right. I just want a right-hand drive car. I think those are sick.
You know what I don't know?
A lot of things, Brad.
That's a fact. But in Japan, is it like the rest of Asia where they like poop squatting down?
I have no idea. I don't know. I would imagine in like hotel rooms, though, they probably have regular toilets.
I don't know. So like
You think?
so there's in British Columbia, in Vancouver in particular, there's a
Yeah.
really big Asian population.
Okay.
And so everywhere you go there is signs and they show somebody like squatting on the toilet seat, like they're standing on the toilet seat but squatting to poop
Yeah.
as like a do not cross sign with pictures all over the restrooms like do not do this with it, like with a cross through it.
Wow. I mean, so when you're squatting to poop, how big is that hole? How good does your aim have to be?
I don't know, I've never done it, but I got to imagine it's amazing for your hips.
I mean, yeah, but what happens if you fall off balance and you just smush into your own poop?
Yeah, but you wouldn't actually be on top of a toilet. It's a hole in the
I'm
ground.
not saying I know, but I have no balance whatsoever. My hip flexibility and my ankle flexibility is diminished. I'd only be able to be like at most or at closest like a foot and a half away.
You'd basically be a B-52 bomber of turds.
Yes, that's how I would have to go about it. Do a flyover. Whoa.
Like
It's just
like
like hoping.
squatting pooping professionals would be like uh I don't even know what would it be that you'd be like super like crop dusters. They'd be like the professional crop dusters of
Absolutely.
turds, and you'd be the B-52 bomber, like with the guy with the periscope at the top. Drop it.
Dude, our conversation got to this point.
One of the things that made me think about it is I was looking at the where our viewers are on for like downloads.
Yeah. A
It's
lot of Asian
quite
countries, huh?
diverse. Quite diverse.
That's pretty cool.
Couldn't couldn't agree more.
I think that that's really cool. I didn't realize that we even had people who downloaded our stuff. I just thought we did this for our own benefit, to be honest. I enjoy doing it. I'm not doing it for the clout. That's for sure.
Jeremy, I'm about to go dark for a sec.
Oh, can I still hear you?
I can hear you.
Well, I can hear you then, so I just can't
Well,
see
then
you.
you can hear me.
Well, that's not always the case.
Yet here we are.
We're here. Hey, I used that in my graduation speech. Here we are.
How did it go?
Oh my God, it was awful. I think I did fine. I don't remember any of it. Like kind of like what is it?
You were in the
Old,
zone. You were in the
old,
zone. You
old
blacked
school.
out. Just
Yeah, when old school when he's in the debate and he just like
yeah.
Will Ferrell just blacks out. That was me, 100%. I don't remember much of it. I know that I lost my place and I started just reading with my finger across. So I'm just like reading. I'm like,
No. Did it go well though?
I think it went okay. I didn't realize I was essentially the very first speaker. So our principal got up there. He's like, I just want to welcome everybody, for our whatever speech. Mr. Jeremy Clover will come up and speak. And I was like, oh, what? So like all of a sudden, like within the span of 3.5 seconds, like I got physically ill. My stomach started turning around because I didn't realize I was like first. And then I was like, okay. So then we had folders up there that had our names on it with our speeches in it, and I pull it out and I'm reading through it. I don't do a good job with that, like pulling it out. Then I try to like put it back in underneath the little podium, and I couldn't get it in, so I'm up there, I'm like, so I just took it with me, and I just walked back to my seat with this big old folder. But
So
it was good.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
I'm looking at our downloads by location.
How many downloads do we get, like on average?
But hold on. Should take anything. If I said anything offensive about Japanese culture, take it back
Sorry.
because we've got a download there. We, we,
Oh,
we've got a Japanese download. We're big time.
what? That is amazing.
And the only thing that immediately, boom, pops into my head, I'm going Japanese. I'm going Japanese. I don't think so. Know that song?
I do know that song. I did not. That's not where my head went the first time you said that.
We got San Jose, Las Vegas, San Antonio, Portland,
Portland.
somewhere in BC, just outside of Vancouver, St.
We're,
Paul, Minnesota.
we're multinational, Brad.
Oh yeah, dude, like literally all over the U.S. It's
How
robust there.
robust? We get
Ro,
we get one download from Portland, and we're robust now.
oh my God, Norway.
Norway.
The Norwegians are loving it.
How many in Norway?
No idea. Oh wow, hold on, where's that? Where's that? Some Slovakian nation? I can't even pronounce the city it's from. Deutschland, Zurich, a bunch in England.
Dude, we are on fire.
It's
And
pretty
none of these
telling.
people and none of these people leave us any messages or comments on our videos.
South Africa.
Whoa. What? Yeah. That's pretty big time. Like not just South Africa, but just like we're worldwide.
I
Prestige
mean,
world.
what's happening is just huge. It's basically a runaway mini
I
truck
mean,
at this point.
at this point, Brad, could we sell our company, our brand, and start making some serious loot cakes? That's the
Could be.
question.
I mean, it could be. I'm looking. Guess the number of total downloads of our podcast we have.
112.
It's an interesting guess, Jeremy. A very interesting guess.
Is it?
Because it's 1,112.
Really?
Yep.
We've been downloaded 1,112 times?
Yep.
That is amazing.
And just in the last 30 days, it seems like maybe in the last 30 days, we're really in the mix here. Like 138 downloads, just up 119% from the previous 30 days.
So we're like on the rise. We're
Big
rising.
time.
We're rising stars.
Big time. We've basically
You know what,
doubled our normal subscription ship.
Brad? So I have to say, when did I start singing our intro? About a month
You think
ago.
people tune in just for that?
And then they just stop. They wanted to see what comes off the top of my noggin.
What if these songs are clipped in Japan and they're at karaoke bars?
That would be amazing. I would feel so proud of myself and of us. Like if we need to take a trip to Japan and start going to all the karaoke bars and just seeing if our songs are on the list.
Well, see, we'd be walking around, and because this is all podcast, we'd be walking around and be like, "Hey, you recognize us? You recognize us?" And people are just like, "Who the fuck are you?" And then you'd have to like break out into song, and they'd be like, "From
Bro,
Rose."
big time running podcast.
Yes. And then they drag us immediately out to the karaoke bar where it'd be a stream, one person after the next singing like our last 6 episodes of intros.
That's ultimately it. Speaking of episodes, we're at episode 47, Brad. We're only 5
Almost a
away from a
year.
year. We're
Yeah,
5 away.
crazy.
That is crazy. I never thought when we started would we be here. Not missing a week. You went on vacations. You've gone like we've done it all.
This is dedication to the craft. I've spared no expense.
Apparently. And it's also dedication to our consumers. The people who are downloading our
South Afri-
downloads.
the South Africans, the Japanese,
The Danish,
the Germans,
the Deutsch.
this
Yeah.
person in Russia.
There's a dude in Russia,
Yeah,
Siberia probably. And he's like, I have
it
nothing
is.
else to
Yeah, it
do.
is. The Norwegians.
That's fantastic. Are there any Swedish folks? I've been looking at new cars. Volvo is pretty up there.
They're expensive.
They are expensive and they require premium gas. But those things are sick.
Nobody in Sweden.
We'll have to get there.
But I mean, Norway is so close.
Yeah, but they're not the same, Brad.
But the point is that they're close.
I mean, they are. Dude, I love your lamp in the back.
A
Your light
lot,
lamp.
a lot of Londoners.
Well, I mean, we look like we're from London, I think.
Quite a few Belgians.
I love their beer.
Oh, oh yeah, name a beer other than Amstel Light.
I mean, that's the one. I don't even drink hardly anymore. Although I did have like 3 last week on Thursday, I think. Wednesday.
Brussels,
I love
multiple
their
places in
sprouts.
Germany, Merritt, Canada. Yeah, the Russian Federation. A full 6 downloads for the Ruskies.
Dang.
Wow.
Is there any from Portsmouth, Virginia?
No. Nigeria.
They're going to scam us.
Seriously, Jeremy? Now they
Sorry.
just unsubscribed.
I mean, when you said Japan and the first thing you thought of was that song, when you said Nigeria, I just thought the Prince was going to be contacting me soon.
Milan, Italy.
Dang, Brad. Well, anyway, like this is all
Cape
interesting
Town,
for
South
us.
Africa. Wow.
I don't think that many people were finding this very amusing and interesting
They could. You know why? You know
because
why it'd be
we're calling
super.
them out. We're shouting them out
Well, one, we're shouting them out, giving much love and appreciation.
big time. Big time.
And maybe they're thinking, we're on the front of this train. Like
That's right.
this is a runaway train, and I want to know where my Briggity Bro Bobs are.
Yes. This is nice.
Like,
Like
because
getting
you would normally say I'd like to know where my bros are, but now it's I want to know where my Briggity Bro Bobs are.
the Briggity Bro Bumps. Like I have to say though, I'm keeping my podcasting away from my students.
Maybe you know what?
What?
Maybe this group of people in their downloads are the Briggity Bro Bobs.
They are.
The world's biggest, the Briggity Bro Bobs, the number one fan club of the Studley Dudleys.
Dudley Dudley.
You know, like all of these bands have like groupies that are like in what is it, Almost Famous?
Yes. What were they called? What were they called? Whatever the candy stripers or something. Like I don't even remember
Something.
what that, but yeah.
Yeah. That's the fan club, the Briggity Bro Bobs.
Or are they the Studley Dudleys? The fans of
Mm,
the Briggity Bro Bobs?
yeah, that's an interesting question.
I think we have mentioned the Studley Dudleys. We're not really officially the Studley Dudleys.
I just feel like the more we throw in the Studley Dudleys, the sooner it's a rocket ship taking off.
So we need to rebrand,
No, not yet. Let's
but
see where this
potentially.
goes over the over the next 5 episodes.
So listeners, in the next 30 days, we need you guys to put us out there. We've increased over 100% from last month. Let's do that again.
That's what I'm thinking.
Again.
But
That'd be
what are
really
they gonna
cool.
do? They're gonna say you should really download this,
Yeah, look, these guys, they're idiots. Listen to them. And that would be awesome. And that's exactly what we are. We are just nothing but idiots.
or a couple of at least one Studley Dudley.
I mean, I don't know who that would be. Like
All right, Jeremy.
they don't even know what we look like. So they couldn't possibly tell if one of us is Studley or one of us is
Right.
Dudley.
So let's get into. I don't have too much time because I've got an early flight in the morning.
Of course you're important people.
The most important in this podcast, that's for sure.
I mean, true. You're way more important than I am.
We're in the middle of our $100 running challenge.
We are.
So find a race, training plan, clothes to run in for the race, shoes.
Shoes. Yep. Those three things.
Four
Four
things.
things. Sorry. I forgot my thumb counted as a digit.
Right.
We
I'm
both
doing it
have
the
the hitchhiker's
European
thumb.
way. I'm doing it the European way, how they count.
Yeah. I didn't know that's the European way. That's just how I do it.
Don't you remember in Inglorious Bastards, they asked
Yeah.
him to count and they shot him dead? I wonder why you wouldn't start with your thumb. Like, it does seem stupid that you would start with.
Because it's hard. So when you get to like that third finger, it's really hard to put it out there if you don't have like your thumb there to keep your pinky finger down.
What are you talking about?
Put up that next finger. It's harder to do than if you were to just put your thumb there and make it three, and then you got four.
It's not
Fine.
hard, Jeremy.
And maybe it's hard for some folks. You're just more dexterous than we are.
So then why does all of Europe count like that?
Because that's what they've been practicing. I can't. I could do that
My
and then do
God,
that.
that is truly embarrassing.
To count to 4, I'd have to do this. But anyway, so last time we left off, we tasked ourselves with finding a training plan that was free that we were going
Well,
to
it didn't have
follow.
to be free. It's just coming
I
out of your
guess it
budget.
didn't, but I think that's kind of what our intention was to make it
Yes.
free. So that way we didn't spend any of our money, and to show that you don't have to spend money to get a training plan, right? Like, you do have to spend money for shoes. Like, ideally, you're gonna get some good shoes. Clothes are nice to have if you don't want to have, like, if you want to have nipples after like a year, but
Yeah.
everything else is like doesn't really matter.
So what's your training plan look like?
So what I did was I went into the Googles and I typed in free 5K training plan intermediate. And I just looked at that because I would consider myself an intermediate runner, even though I'm
Even
not
though the
fit.
fact that you've not been running.
Even though I'm not fit, I think that I get fit pretty quickly. I kind of know what I'm doing. The body doesn't really forget a whole lot. Um,
What?
you know what I mean. Like, I can go out there and throw down.
No, you can't.
I can, big time. I could go out there and run like a 7 flat mile right now.
No, you could not.
I can.
No,
Anyway,
you
probably
can't.
even sub 7. Probably even sub 7.
No.
But anyway, that's beside the point. So that's what I threw down. So I started looking, and you said it had to be within the first page of your search, right? Of your Google search. So I was like, cool, sweet. Let me look what's here. And I scrolled down, and I don't even know if it was like, maybe it was first, second, or third. It wasn't far down, but I found this program, this website called Motive, Mottiv, and it looked legit. I was like, okay, this looks pretty good. And you can plug in like a race and a date, and it gives you like week by week programming, and it's all free. And it also, along with it, it gives you like actual workouts to do, like body weight stuff and yoga and all this other stuff. And it shows you videos on how to do it. And it's all free. So I went with that. And although I don't have it printed out, it is an app. So I go on and it's like set up. So through my Strava,
Really?
it'll send up my Strava,
Wow.
and it sends that information there so it can keep track of what I'm doing and if I'm actually doing what it's supposed to do. Now, I don't think it's going to modify anything depending on my Strava information. It just like keeps track, right? I think
Yep.
if you wanted modifications, then you start having to pay like based on like performance differences and stuff like that. But so it looks, I'm really excited for it. I've done one workout with it. Um, it was a 20-minute run, which is exactly what I was looking for. I think my maximum run gets up to about 70 minutes. So it gives me plenty of time to build into it as well because it's, we're 8 weeks away. So, I'm kind of excited about it. And that has built-in rest days, so I'm not running every
How
single
many
day.
rest days?
It's got one, like Monday is a rest day where you like just do like a yoga workout and you stretch and do those things. And I think there's a number of like, I think there's one other day where it's just working out. But then there's 5 days of running in there, and that gives you workouts and stuff too. So it's pretty cool.
Mine's 5 days of running too. So
Yeah.
what's your first long run?
40, I think it's 40 minutes, maybe it's 45, but it gives a range. So it's not like you have to do 45 minutes. It goes from like 35 to 45 minutes. So if you want to if you can only do 35, it's fine. If you can do 45, it's awesome. I think I'm going to be somewhere in the middle there.
So
As,
40.
yes, as long as I'm keeping it easy, and they talk about what easy is and all that stuff too. So
And so how do they prescribe easy?
like they do like a little ranking, like 0 to 2 is like easy, and then like 2 to 4 or 2 to 6 is like moderate, and then anything above a 6 effort. So they don't really tell you a whole lot there, but if you can at least be honest with your effort levels, then um, it's okay. I'm not on it. I am honest with my effort levels after I'm finished, but I don't necessarily subscribe to them when I'm running, which is what I should be doing. So my run I did this past weekend was 20 minutes, and I ran 9:20 pace, but I didn't feel good.
Go look in the refrigerator.
I just looked everywhere.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Is that Kira?
Oh God, thanks, Jeremy.
You're welcome, dude.
Whoa,
Hi,
the
Kira.
camera moves.
Mine
Hi.
doesn't. Mine's stationary.
I like your office.
It's called
Who said it was a restaurant?
it is.
It looks.
It's called
What
work. It's
restaurant
called
has work chairs?
it's called a working lunch. Is the restaurant.
Who would want to go to there?
Yeah, that
People
sounds
who
awful.
work. The people who work and want to have lunch.
That
Dude,
sounds awful.
I mean, it's a niche. You're just obviously not part of it.
All right, get out of here, you bum.
Stop being rude.
Being rude.
Disgusting.
You're a rude dude.
So our running programs don't sound too dissimilar. What are the
Yeah,
workouts like?
mine's just, so a lot of them are just time based. Like you'll do like, a minute or 2 minutes on hard, and then they'll give you like they say like hopefully a 5K pace. But that's really dictated by you. So it's not super specific, at least not yet that I've seen. But they do workouts. It's like I said, it's kind of time based. It's not distance based. So
Interesting. So how are you going to do those time-based ones when all you can use is your phone?
I mean, I'll just be looking. I'll just do laps.
Hmm.
That's all I can do. So I think my first actual workout is tomorrow. So I'll let you know how that goes as you're out there flying around the world. Has anybody downloaded in LA? You can meet up with them
So how are they going to know that I'm coming?
because of this podcast, bro. You're putting it out tomorrow.
It's going to be tough.
How long are you in LA?
Till Thursday.
Plenty of time. You could go. They could go to a working lunch.
Suppose I could.
I know. Get us out there.
All right. How are your shoes holding up?
They're fine. I've only run 3 times in them. Like,
And you're
I'm good.
intermediate. I
Yes.
gotcha.
I think that's intermediate. I would imagine that's pretty
You
intermediate.
are like the most overzealous person. Every time that we get doing something, like you completely overestimate your fitness,
I
your
don't overestimate
capabilities.
my fitness, and not at all. I have zero fitness. I'm probably back down to a 3 on my fitness score.
So what you think a 40-minute long run is just, yeah, like that's what
Yes.
you would
What
prescribe to somebody else.
the thing is they even on the plan they even say if it's not just running, it's walking too. So I can go out for 40 minutes. It's fine. Maybe I go out for 15 or 18 minutes, walk for 4 minutes, and then run the last 18 minutes. That's not that hard.
I'll hold my breath for the injury train.
There is no injury train, Brad. I've got to look. I got an Achilles replacement. It's a piston now, so I'm bionic. It's pretty cool. You hear
That's illegal. How much did that cost?
it?
That
It's
is well
insurance.
outside of your $100 budget.
That's insurance.
Yeah, you don't have a deductible?
Nope.
How about this? Any medical bills in the next 8 weeks come out of the budget.
Okay. What happens if my arm gets lopped off in a
Sorry.
crazy chainsaw
Sorry.
accident?
Sorry.
Wow, you're just brutal. So that's my training plan. It's an app that I have, and I pull it up and it
And
tells me
what's
what I'm
the
doing
name
that
of it?
day. Mottiv, Motive.
Okay.
So
I like
I
it.
think it's pretty cool. I'm kind of excited for it, and it does the videos. So you just do the workout videos along with them. So no, yoga was you just do it along with them. It was about hamstrings
My
today.
running plan is by, it sounds like underwear, but it's runderwear.
And runderwear, I love runderwear. They have a built-in windshield on the front, so your junk doesn't get all chafed and cold in the wintertime.
What?
Yeah,
Runderwear?
Yes.
The
Look it
same
up.
underwear?
Runderwear. But you have a training plan through Runderwear. Aren't they sponsoring you?
Oh my god.
They should send you some stuff.
I typed in runderwear
Uh-huh.
and the Dominate Zero brief popped up.
Hey, that's looking good.
That looks like a pirate's eye patch.
I mean, you don't want to have any undie lines when you're wearing your
Oh
half.
my god, dude. You type in runderwear, it's perverted what comes up.
You look, when you're wearing your half tights, you don't want any undie lines, Brad. I can't see that. Oh man, that's something else.
Why do you look at these underwear and pops up as runderwear? It's a 5-pack of men's thongs.
Well, some people like to wear them.
The 5-pack tease thong. Holy schmolies.
Why are you zooming in? Are you looking at man's junks?
Holy god.
I knew you were looking at their junk.
Oh, ew. Gee whiz,
You
dude.
can't.
Who
Don't
would
put.
what man would run in these?
I don't know. I think you're going to demonetize us, Brad. Stop.
I mean, there's colored variety packs of thong underwear.
Go to the actual web, like the company.
It's literally you type in underwear and they put in Calvin Klein men's thongs.
Brad, go to the website.
It is men's running underwear.
I'm aware.
Wow.
Way different than what you were showing me pictures of.
Is it though?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you the truth. I have no idea. I know they make underwear that have like a windscreen so your junk doesn't get frostbit through the wind. But anyway, so your training plan, what is it? What is it looking like? Describe it more for us.
Jeremy, you need this pair of underwear.
Okay. It's just, is it sculpt? It looks like
It's
it's
like a
sculpting.
body sculpting underwear for runners.
I think we both need that, Brad.
It's called the Fit and Lift Boxer.
How much are those bad boys? Dad's Day's coming around.
Dad's Day?
Yeah.
That is. Wow.
Dude, that's what our next episode should be. Like gifts to get for dads who are runners. Done.
I just can't believe what comes up with underwear. It's alarming.
Well, look, you're not going to their actual website. But tell me more about your running, like your plan, your training
I
plan.
can't get over the underwear.
I can tell you are like solidly in the mindset of underwear right now.
It's truly perverted.
I mean, perverted to one, all natural to the other.
Erotic to others.
I mean, you know.
I know the only thing preventing you from Googling underwear is that you're on your phone right now.
Well, I'll be Googling it later.
So what were you asking me?
About your training plan. So through it's Runderwear sponsors this bad boy, yeah?
Yep. It's almost the exact same as yours, it sounds like 5 days a week of running.
Yeah.
Long runs in 10-minute gaps, starting 50 to 60 minutes and increasing and decreasing from there.
Wow, that's a lot. That's big.
Like Mondays off, Thursdays off,
Yeah.
Tuesdays a workout.
Tomorrow's a workout for me,
So
yeah.
like a bit similar workout. It's like 7 minutes of running at levels 2 to 3 of 10.
Yeah.
Then 5 minutes at 7 out of 10 effort.
Yeah.
times 4. So
Whew.
20 minutes of hard running
That's a lot.
with 90-second jog recoveries.
That's a workout right there, Bradford. I mean, that can work for anybody, truly.
Yeah,
Whatever fitness you have.
exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Especially if you're wearing underwear.
I mean, it seems like that's what they're gearing it toward. Only those who wear underwear can do these workouts.
You'd think if you wore those body slimming ones, you could just wear that, like no shirt. Like those things came up like right under your nipples.
I mean, I think so, and it would keep your jiggles from jiggling so much. How much were they? You don't have the budget for it.
I didn't see it. I
You don't
didn't.
have
I couldn't get past the pictures.
you don't have the budget for it. I'm sure that those things are probably $60.
I know, but I'm thinking the next go round.
We're gonna do this again. I think if we do it again, we have to go smaller.
Maybe when next time we go to the millionaire's budget.
Well, there's only one of us who are a millionaire.
Like
It's not
what
this
if
guy.
it's what's the most you could do for a budget?
I don't know, Brad. It
Like
depends on
that you would just say like, okay, like that'd be a good running budget.
500.
500?
Yeah,
So you would buy 2 pairs of shoes for that?
I'd buy 2 pairs of shoes. I'd get me some good running clothes, like pick up some good socks, and
So
then
but
find
then
a
you
find
still
a
couldn't do like a watch.
no, and that's okay. I mean,
I suppose at one point we could do a hypothetical budget so you could use things that you already have.
right, which
Like
is
okay, so like my watch is right. Well, I can't see it.
I
So but
know.
like you could say, all right, my watch was 650, put that in the budget.
Yeah, do that, and then I could just use the running clothes I already have. So I've got like 65 pairs of running shorts. Those are like averaging $35 a piece. So now we're talking $9,000.
Super trainers,
Well, I
alpha
don't have those.
flies,
Don't have those. I can't wear those bad boys.
cushioned daily trainers.
So now, are we just is this one a hypothetical? Because those are things that I can't actually do. They're well outside my budget. I can't just go out and buy 2 pairs of super trainers
I
right
would
now.
argue it's more that it's outside of the dimensions of your ridiculously sized feet.
Well, but it's also I don't think most people can afford to go out and spend that kind of money.
I think that's more than fair.
Yeah. What more
So,
than
but we
fair?
could do something. We're getting way ahead of ourselves here, but you could do something, say like 200, say $350 on shoes.
Okay, that's
And
fair.
so if you wanted to buy a pair of like alpha flies, that's pretty much the whole budget,
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
which means you would have to be doing all of your runs in a pair of alpha flies.
And some people do. I would go and I would get 2 pairs of Brooks Restart whatevers for $150 and then spend like on a super trainer the rest. So I'd get 3 pairs of shoes for that.
I actually would be really interested if you did an entire marathon training cycle in one pair of shoes, like a pair of alpha flies, and see like how flat that they are by the end. Like,
I mean, that's just begging for you to get injured though.
why?
An entire cycle? Like imagine if you're getting up there to 70 or 80 miles a week.
Yeah,
How long would the cycle be?
I don't know.
12 weeks?
Maybe,
There's the easy like you'll probably be like 800 miles in.
maybe an 8 week.
Okay, that would work. 8
So,
week would
because the
work.
thing with with alpha flies is they have the biggest bounce on the front end.
Right.
That'd be kind of interesting.
Well, I think I'll let you do that because I can't wear them. I'll just get the Ghost Maxes, or I'll get
You
the
think they're
new
ever
ones.
gonna come out with like wider super shoes?
No, there's not a market for it. I don't think there are. I mean,
We're
I'm
looking at
sure. I know what I'm saying is I'm sure that there are plenty of people who have wide feet who maybe either A, don't know they shouldn't be in a shoe that's that narrow. They just don't know what like a shoe should feel like. They just go out and buy them
like
because
you
that's what. Well, I know what a shoe should feel like, so I wouldn't get them anyway.
now, not in
Right,
college.
but in college, right, I would have been the person if I could afford them to have gotten them. Or B, like there just aren't enough of us to really make a dent. Why would they? Because that's a whole. Like I guess technically they a lot of shoes. If you just go to a 2E, they just increase the volume of the upper. They don't even change the platform. Not until you get to 4Es, the platform changed for most companies. So if they increase the volume of the upper, maybe it wouldn't be
So if
that
you
much
were
of
going
a
to train
change.
for a marathon block and race in one pair of shoes, would you think you'd just get the most comfortable shoe you could find?
Yeah, I might try the what are the New Balance, the ones that the Super Trainers, the SD comps or whatever, or
Super,
Elites.
yeah, super complete.
Yeah, I'd probably try those guys. Like that's as close to a super shoe as I can get. Yeah, that shoe. Thanks, Brad. Can't run in that.
There's actually a pair that's newer than this. I've got them upstairs. No big
How
deal.
many
I'll just
how many pairs of shoes do you have, Brad? Running shoes.
I'm looking over just at my super shoes. Pretty
40?
robust. Let's
40?
see. I bet no of just super shoes. No,
But of just running shoes, yes.
maybe close. So here's one pair of super shoes just sitting in my laundry room.
Uh,
There's
that's that's a robust collection you've got there, Brad.
I said that's one pair.
Yeah, you said looking over at my collection, and then you went to the one pair of shoes.
There's Louis.
Hi, Louie. Wait, are those your super shoes right there in those boxes?
Yes,
Jesus Christ, Brad. Wow. How many pairs is that? One, two, three, four,
let's
five.
see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
14 pairs of super shoes. Okay. So $4,000 in shoes right there.
I've got 2 pairs of Alpha Fly 2s, 3 pairs of Alpha Fly 1s.
And you still have those? Are they dead? Do you even run in them anymore?
No, I've only run a couple races in them. The Adios Pros,
Yeah.
Vaporfly 1, Vaporfly 2, Vaporfly 2, Vaporfly 2, Vaporfly 2, Vaporfly 3,
Jesus Christ.
Hoka X,
The
the
Carbon
Carbon
X?
X, another pair of Alpha Vaporfly 3s. Yeah,
Impressive stuff, Bradford.
big time.
We're all proud of you.
Somebody is.
You are.
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe.
All right.
Uh, all right.
Was there something else that you just had to get off your chest, Jeremy?
No, not at all. I just wanted to know what your training. So, have you done anything with the training plan to this point, or are you
Starts
waited?
tomorrow.
So, you haven't been running at all.
I took the week off after the half marathon.
Okay, I think that's why wisest decision. I mean, you are for whatever reason able to just hold on to your fitness like a champ. So, you're just a monster.
One Wonder Bro Studley Dudley.
You are a wonder bro, huh? 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 All right. Well, have fun in LA,
I
bro.
will.
I'm sure you will.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, meet up with somebody for lunch.
Doubt it.
One of our Briggity Bro, our Studley Dudleys, the Briggity Bro Bobs.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Bye, Jeremy.
Bye, Bradford.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Brad.
What?
Guess what?
What?
Love you, man.
Why'd you make it sound like you're a dummy?
Because I am. I mean, it's straight. It's plain and simple. I'm a big dumb
Like, it
face.
kind of takes away from the.
All right, fine. I apologize. I wasn't as sincere as I should have been. Bradford, love you, man.
Look me in the eyes and say it. You kind of.
I am.
Are you embarrassed to look at me and tell me you love me after seeing all those
I'm
runderwear
looking you
pics?
square in the eyes right
After all
now.
those runderwear pics?
Yeah, I mean, mildly, yeah, that's a little weird. Little
All
awkward.
right, bud. Love you.
All right. See ya.